Welcome to Manifest, hosted by international evangelist, teacher, and author Perry Stone. Enjoy unique insight into prophetic and practical truth. It's time to feast on fresh manna, so get ready to be blessed and encouraged. And now, here is your host and teacher, Perry Stone.
I want you to stay tuned to Manifest today as we begin to deal with the prophetic code of the days of Lot and Noah, part 2. I stood here last week, and that's why I wore a different shirt so that you would not think it was the same program that you watched last week. And we're in the area of the Dead Sea on the Israeli side, not far from Sodom and Gomorrah. Let me show you something interesting about the Dead Sea. I'm going to go right over here to the ground and show you a rock that we just pulled out of the Dead Sea water. The water of the Dead Sea does not have any life in it as far as marine life because of the mineral and chemical content that's in it. It's 30% salt. And so what happens is the rocks have salt over it. Look at this right here. I'm going to show you something. This is a rock, and water simply beats on that, and as it gets warm, you can see that salt, these are salt crystals. And the Dead Sea is worth $1 to $2 trillion. One of the last counts was $2 trillion. With the bromide, the potassium, the magnesium, and the salt that's in there. So this is the Dead Sea, and this is why they call it the Dead Sea, is because nothing, no marine life, can actually be in the sea. Now, it was in this part of the country that Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Zoar were five cities of the plain located right in this direction, probably about 20 miles. But what I'd like to do today is share with you the idea that did you know that Lot got into an ark with his family before the flood struck the earth and was spared during the time of the flood? That's Noah and his family. Lot and his family, which was his wife and 2 daughters, escaped Sodom and Gomorrah when the fiery judgment was coming upon the city. Now, this is something that I want to explain to you because anytime I start talking about the coming of the Lord and I talk about the gathering together, the English theological word is the word rapture. Every time I bring that word up, you can't believe the number of people who are Christians who have a complaint to level against me for even using a word that is not in the Bible. Well, the word gathering together is. The gathering together unto Him is. The word caught up together is used. So the rapture is simply the gathering together of the living saints who are changed in a moment in the twinkling of an eye, and those who are dead in Christ being raised to meet Him in the air. Now, when we talk about this, one of the criticisms leveled against me preaching that Christ is coming back is the